fifth inning was when it wasn't out of hand. There was a lot that went on in that inning, and really was as big a part of the game as the 9-run inning. I mean, obviously we broke out and had some great at bats, but it was encouraging to watch Martez battle through really his only tough inning of his outing. He controlled everything up until that point, and then to have the wild pitch that turns into a run, the walk, and facing 2 left-handed hitters, which is the tough part of their order. Man, did he handle himself very well, and really. It was emotional. He showed a lot of emotion coming off the mound. To hold them to 1 run in that inning was huge, and it really set us up for a nice energy inning in the bottom of the 5th, and then obviously the big 6th.
A.J, some thoughts on Derek?
What kind of thoughts you want?
How he played, what you think of what he did?
I thought he played great. I mean, it's to get on base, 4 out of 5 times. He hit the ball, close to the porch. Or the Crawford box in the first time. I mean, 5 really good at bats. Handled the 1 ball that was hit to him. So it was nice to see him out there. He's such a twitchy athlete that can do a lot of different things and quick actions with the bat. Control the strike zone by walking a couple times. The homer. I mean, he'll never ever forget tonight. His first game to contribute like that and provide some energy and some buzz on a team that's had quite a bit of energy and quite a bit of buzz for the season was pretty remarkable.
Was there more of a concerted effort offensively to go up the middle and the opposite way as opposed to trying to pull?
A little bit because of Cashner. I mean, when Cashner is really good, he's got the fastball down and away, and whenever he wants it, it moves. He's got a sinker in when he needs it. We wanted to get the ball elevated a little bit because we just pound the ball into the ground against him. We did that. We've faced him twice now. And if you're not careful, you'll put the ball in play. He's not a big strikeout guy, and he doesn't pitch up a lot. So you've got to be very disciplined to have your approach and work the ball back up at him. I thought our guys made him work really hard. We looked up and he was in the 80s after 4 innings, and we hadn't been able to break out with a big hit or a crooked number, but we were able to tax him to the point of where the 5th was really difficult for him. And I thought our guys did a good job piecing at bats together one after another. Just getting good pitches to hit. I mean, this is a tough league, and sometimes it's not going to be easy to just throw out the hits when you want them or when you need them. But it is key. You can always get a good pitch to hit if you stay within yourself and stay in discipline. So we've stayed. We've done this quite a bit for the season, and obviously it was big tonight to be able to put 8 or 9 at bats in a row, which is what I'm more impressed with. The hits that come with hitters with runners in scoring position are huge, obviously, but the quality of at bats is what we talk about. We can't always control the result. They got good defenders. They make pitches. You don't always execute to a T exactly what you want. But when you can put a plus sign by the at bat and the guy did his job of putting a really good plate appearance together, more times than not we're gonna like the result.
Have you ever seen someone get their first and second major league hits in the same inning?
Probably not. I don't know. Maybe you'd have to check it out for me, but no, not often. I mean, it's a tall task to ask the team to get a guy up twice in his debut.
Martez around the clubhouse seems like a really quiet kid. I mean, have you ever seen that kind of emotion? Both strikeouts and those 2.
Yeah, not out of him. I mean, he's been quiet since the beginning of spring training. He doesn't say a ton and is pretty reserved. But he carries his emotions on his sleeve a little bit. He was really upset with himself with how his debut went, which you can chalk up to a lot of different things. He is a young kid. He's raced through the minor leagues, so even emotionally for him to we had a huge crowd tonight, a lot of energy in the building. Texas, versus us. He's pitching against a lineup that had won quite a few games in a row, so. A lot for him to deal with. He looked confident from pitch 1, and he came out of the bullpen, looking really good and feeling really good according to our coaches. So it was just nice to see him carry that game plan into the game, and then get the biggest out of the game, which was, the punch out of Mazzara.
A.J,
Yeah, he's fine. It skinned his forearm, but he came out because I wanted him to start his off day a little early, but he was completely fine.
Can Derek play first base, or is he just?
No, he's the outfielder. Yeah, first base is fine. Yuli's pretty good. So is Marwin. Yeah, he might DH, but Beltran and Gaddis are pretty good. So let's let Fish just play left field and enjoy his opening night.